didn't know if he was going to do so good. And he noticed one of these giants that were here called Caesar's Palace. They've been there forever. There was a parking lot on the corner of their lot that they were going to sell because they don't use it. So the guy had an idea, and it was a bluff, which means he's going to
fake somebody out.
He's going to fake someone out. So he bought the parking lot completely, so it was his, and he hired all kinds of architects and stuff and had a grand unveiling of what he was going to build, this amazing casino on the parking lot of Caesar's Palace. Oh, it's going to be fantastic. And they got the Caesar's Palace people so freaked out, they're like, we'll buy it back at 10 times the price.
We'll buy it back.
We do not want a competitor on our lot. What have we done? What a mistake. And he was like, thank you. And he got all his money and built his very first hotel that did very well because he was more modern than all the old school people. He introduced more themes to Las Vegas. They weren't just old stuffy hotels. So I think he built the Treasure Island, which is obviously that theme, and the Mirage right next to it. So both kind of island vibe hotels. And now he's one of the biggest guys on the whole strip. When he says, I want to buy a hotel, everyone's like, here's my money. I want to buy some of the stock. And so he made the Wynn Hotel at the end of the strip.
Whoa.
Yeah. And that's simply named after his last name.
But I mean, what's so special about it?
You get to pay a lot more to go there and feel like you're rich.
Oh.
And just everything about it is high class.
Oh, okay.
Marble this, marble that. To me, it's not so amazing.
But the way that he bluffed the people of Caesar's Palace out of there.
A great story. And then like the Wynn Hotel has its own golf course.
Oh,
so
that's it.
If you're fancy pants and you like to golf and do those kind of things. And it's one of those things where if you have to pay more, people just assume, oh, this one is the good one. Like when George used to work at the supermarket and he worked at sometimes he'd work at the San Marino store where there's a richer town, and he's like, you know what's funny is if when you have a sale in a rich town, nobody wants to buy anything because they think it's cheap. So they want it to cost more, and then they're like, oh yeah, I got the good stuff. So I'm sure there's more to it than that, but if you say I'm going to Las Vegas, oh, and I'm staying at the Wynn, everyone's like, oh, he's staying at the Wynn. He must have cash.
It's like how a lot of people buy a car just because it's like, look, I have the new car.
Well, it's funny, what I like to do sometimes when I go to Vegas with the dudes and they're all laid out on the bed doing nothing, I said, I'm going to walk up and down the strip because walking is good and I want to see stuff. And so I reached the Wynn Hotel at one point and I thought, I'm going to walk inside of it and just walk the entire, lower section of the Wynn Hotel with all the casinos and stuff. And the more I walk, the more I